Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Ayan. Yeah. 1 second. कौन मनी साहब? पहला off करना केरवा is. Okay. Sorry. We'll start. Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sanga newsletter interview for this month of November. And this month we have interview of our regular joinee and a very young devotee of Bhakti Sanga, who is His Grace Ayan Saha. So before moving on to the interview, I would like to read introduction about Ayan Saha. Okay. So His Grace Ayan Saha is 18 years old and currently studying in Hare Krishna. Mataji, can you just stop it, or we can edit this one? Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I think you'll have to log. I'll start again from Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sanga newsletter interview for the month of November. And so this month, the interview, we are going to take the interview of Bhakta Ayan Saha, who is a very regular attendee and one of our coordinators of Bhakti Sanga. And so before moving on to the interview, I would like to read introduction about Ayan Saha. Bhakta Ayan Saha is 18 years old and currently studying in class 12, living in West Bengal, India. And Prabhu is coming from a family where Bhakti is respected, although the rules and regulations were not strictly followed. And Prabhuji's spiritual journey began by when he was inspired by His Grace Amog Leela Prabhu, and later through Bhakti Sangha classes. And also, particularly the session of Ajamila has touched the heart of Prabhu, from where he started to chant 16 rounds, and Prabhu has also started to follow the 4 regulative principles. And by Krishna's mercy, Prabhuji is now connected to some ISKCON temple, and he is continuing his journey. And Prabhuji is also seeking the blessings of all the devotees to follow his path sincerely in this process of Krishna consciousness. And yes, so we also, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we also are seeking blessings of Radha Madhav and all the devotees to continue our path in the spiritual journey. I once again welcome you, Prabhuji, for this Bhakti Sangha newsletter interview. Vancha kalpatarupasya kripa sindhupe vacha patitanam pavamebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And added to that, Ayan Saha Prabhu also does various services in Bhakti Sangha whenever it's possible for him, as he is studying in 12th. He has many exams, but still he is so much devoted doing his services whenever possible. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us your association. Hare Krishna. So, you're muted, Prabhuji. Yeah. So, yeah, let us know, Prabhuji, how was your journey in Krishna conscious? How did you take this path of Krishna conscious? As you said, you were inspired about Jamila Charitra, but still, before hearing to that Charitra, so what was your inspiration to take to this process?
Yes, Mataji. Before coming to this path of bhakti, I wanted to feel welcomed somewhere, and I wanted to feel that I belong here. Before coming to this path, I thought that my grandmother, who's devoted to Lord Hari, she's chanting and like offering seva to God so beautifully. And I personally don't know nothing about them. I have no concept of Krishna, who's Supreme Personality of Godhead. I was so flabbergasted by that. But around when I was in class 8, 2021, during COVID, I just accidentally came in touch with Amoghlia Prabhu's videos on YouTube. And on the first video, I just heard that he was glorifying the 16 rounds, how 16 rounds can change our life, and how 16 rounds can also dictate time in our life, how time is relative in everyone's life. And like that, I was inspired and started chanting 16 rounds. With time, there were oppositions in my family, and I thought, what's going to happen now? Like, I had so many questions, but with time, I had this one conviction in my heart that whatever's happening, I have to keep moving forward. And I continued, and now, like down the road, I came in contact with Bhakti Sanga, this class. Then I was happy, like so many devotees come here. I can actually chat with them and ask live questions with them. It's such a beautiful platform. And with time, I came in contact with so many devotees like Shukhaka Krishna Prabhu and many more devotees. Now I'm in much more settled position. And I hope in the future I can continue this service. That's all much. You're muted, Mataji. Mataji, you're muted.
Okay. Sorry, Hare Krishna. So yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for beautifully explaining your journey. And how do you feel now in Krishna consciousness? So
What
before,
do I
like,
feel?
yeah, what is the difference you feel before Krishna conscious and after Krishna conscious?
Yeah, one of the main difference that I feel is I tend to get angry so quickly. One thing is not happening to my own will. I just quickly temperament just 100%. But now I can see that something is happening for a reason. Just the other day, I left my mobile in my tuition. I just came home. Rather than getting angry and like, what happened now? What's going to happen? I just thought, let me call the teacher and he could have the mobile. Went back and found it. That's what gave me, and I'm much more patient now. And this sense of security, like Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, na, that he will protect his devotees. Although I don't identify myself as one devotee, I just seeking to be one. But still, that's all.
Wow, that's very nice. Yes, of course, we have that temperament, we have the short tempers, right? So once we come into this, nice to hear that you consciously are avoiding your anger, right? So that's where you were saying. So yes, of course, we all have that phase of getting angry, and after coming to this process, taking to this process, gradually it gets reduced. Because what do you feel that your angry has gone? Means like you've become patient.
Yes, Mataji. Why I have become patient? Because now I have ample time and peace of mind to see what's actually happening behind the scene. I like something happened. I left the mobile, like I told you. I can have the time to see that it was originally my fault. It was my fault that I forgot the mobile there. And now I can identify my fault and make peace with it.
Hari. That's the thing. That's the thing we want, right? So when we gradually read the scriptures and we listen to this lectures, so the Lord says, first see your inner self, right? So when we look at ourselves, then we realize our mistakes. It's a wonder thing which we realize to all, means like whoever has taken to this process of Krishna conscious. So that's what. I feel in your case also, Prabhuji, as well as mine also. Hare Krishna. So, and you were saying that your family is coming from spiritual background, right? So, but rules and regulations were not followed. So, spiritual, sorry?
No, nothing.
Okay, fine. So, okay. So you said that you got inspired about Amol Leela Prabhu's class, chanting about 16 rounds, right? So what was, yes, of course, we are chanting 16 rounds, but what is that key point which made you that, yes, I should also take the chanting of 16 rounds?
Yeah, Mataji. The main point is the Katha of Ajamil. And when Ajamil was doing so many wrong things, we all know, but still he came in contact with the holy name Narayan, and he was given a chance. Vishnu Dut came and protected him from Yamadutas. And before hearing that katha, I actually saw and read the last few chapters of fifth canto, where the description of the hellish planets are described. And I have read many stories about that from other Puranas as well, like Garur Purana. Basically, it was fear that drawn me here. And I am very young to talk about this thing, but I actually felt this thing that if I don't consciously mind my own action, I'll be in great danger. Because at the end of the day, it's between me and my God, and He's the one who's going to judge me. And like that saying goes, na, God gave us this life as a gift, and it is our gift to make it the best thing out of this life and gift it back to God. That's what I try to follow on a daily basis. Yes, I fail. There are like oppositions in family. I will not say that, but things like that are present when you're coming from a practically nowhere. So yeah, try to follow. So
Yeah. So, yes, so I just was mm, realizing that you were saying that I'm too young to talk about this, but you see the case of Prahlad Maharaj, right, Prabhu? So from he says, right, so from small age, yes, you have to start. So I personally feel that I have to means very late, but you're really very fortunate, and you have the blessings of Guru Maharaj, means Guru and Acharyas and Krishna. That's why you have took it this in young age, and very nice realization that you have, and you're consciously you are avoiding your you're seeing your inner self. Yeah. So that's really a wonderful thing. And yes, since you're doing your 12th, you'll be having so much of commitments, right, Prabhu? You have to study and you'll have to do your sadhana. So can you explain like how you carry over your sadhana in between, in the midst of this busy schedule?
it's not busy. We tend to make time for things which are important to us. So I try to wake up early. There is one Mataji. She, I call her Radha Mata. She is recently initiated by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So she gives me a morning call. I wake up around 5 a.m., chant my rounds, and then go to the tuition or just school and complete my studies. And today's lecture was Atul Krishna Prabhu was taking today's lecture. He was explaining this Thanksgiving, where one point is that to appreciate everyone who has helped us in any way to get connected to Krishna or convert our consciousness to Krishna, dovetailing our consciousness. So even if there are many oppositions, but in an indirect or direct manner, it made me pray to Krishna that Lord, things are happening, help me so that I can get closer to you, keep a tranquil mind. And that's how things are going. But in my family also, because I'm chanting and following these principles, my sister and mother also help me. I'll not say they are very opposed, but they help me in many manner. And yeah, thank you.
Very, very nice, Prabhu. So you finish your rounds in the morning, right? So and then you'll carry out your academics.
If not finished, then I will try to complete it in the later in evening or
Ah,
night.
that's really great. Actually, you're inspiration for the youth over here, over there, right? Whoever is watching, they'll be inspired. Yes, of course. And you're a good listener also, I can say. So each and every class, you come and you listen and you do your services. That's really wonderful in this when doing this 12th, because we make excuses in chanting our rounds, but devotees like you make us to inspire us to do our sadhana at right point of time. So yeah, thank you for being that inspiration also, brother. Yes.
But
So
Mataji, I am not a very good listener. ISKCON is this thing where they hammer one point so rigorously it keeps it sits on our mind. So this is the glories of your classes, all the classes Bhakti Sangha conducts. They hammer this point. That's what I remember.
Hari Bol, yeah, yes, Prabhu. And yes, so apart from the services which you do in the Sangha, what are the other services you do? You said you are connected to ISKCON temple, right? So what are
Yes,
the
Mataji.
services? Yeah. Sorry.
Um, I'm not connected physically, but that's
Mm-hmm.
also happening on a digital manner. Uh,
Ah, okay, virtually. Okay.
yes, Mataji. It's called Mangala in Bangalore. So
Oh.
they're the lead devotee, Prem Padmini Mataji. Shukaka Krishna Prabhu considers her as his Shiksha Guru. So she conducts many classes. So there I join, and all the other students who join there, I remind them to join there, and I write the key points of the class in the group, in the WhatsApp group of those classes, and yeah, that's all,
Very
Mataji. And this
very well.
Bhakti Sangha.
That's really a great service, Prabhu. Actually, remembering the class and writing about the important points makes one a good listener, and also yes, actually there is a far way to go, but this is the foundation, I feel. So that's really very wonderful. And yes, apart from listening and doing your chanting, you have the habit of reading books,
Yes, Mataji.
right?
I read
So,
books.
what are the proper books you have read or you're ongoing,
Yes,
and what
last
inspired
year I read.
you?
Yes, Mataji. Uh, Last year and this year I read two books, Science of Self-Realization and another book like all about Krishna consciousness, something like that. I don't remember the name, but I'm rereading the name in the book Science of Self-Realization now, where Srila Prabhupada's different conversation are uh, kept in points and yeah, very beautiful. And I have read Bhagavad Gita of different presses like Gita Press and all that. But after reading Bhagavad Gita as it is, I can clearly understand the points Krishna is trying to make, and the purpose are beautiful by Srila Prabhupada. I have read it for two times. I'm reading it for the third time. And Srimad Bhagavatam, personally, I'm reading Srimad Bhagavatam's first canto, fourth chapter. And yeah, in Bhakti Sangha, I am on the seventh chapter.
Mhm. Hari Hari.
Seventh.
That's Yeah, it can do, yeah. So that's really very wonderful, Prabhu. So that's why I asked you, right? So you have, see, 12th is not an easy way to go, right? You have so many commitments to do. So apart from that, then how you are making your time like a timetable you must be having, right? So I have to do this. So how do you manage all those things, all your
I,
academic tuitions and this one, sadhana?
yeah, as I told, I wake up early and then there is a morning session, like book reading session. I join
Mhm.
that. And
Okay.
then there is morning tuition. And now because it's end of class 12, I don't need to go school that much. So I
So finally,
skip
you
the
have come
school.
towards the end.
No, Mataji, three or four times I go a week. I go to the school. And then in the evening there's Bhakti Sangha. I'm not able to join properly every day, but I tend to try to hear the videos of Bhakti Sanga, and after all the other times I try to study.
Very, very wonderful, Prabhu. That's inspiring. So, yes, you read all the means like Prabhupada's book. So, out of these, which you feel that is inspiring you a lot?
Science of Self-Realization, this book,
Mm.
and Bhagavad Gita. Yes, it is very beautiful, and I have actually memorized many shlokas and purpose as well. But in the Science of Self-Realization, Srila Prabhupada um, talks about the basic key points, like what we need to do, what we need to follow, and what not to follow. Like in that book, one chapter comes where Srila Prabhupada is pointing towards a tree, dead tree, and is telling, infuse all the chemicals that scientists are telling are needed to stay alive, but the tree will not become alive. We need soul. So those explanations are the real goal.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yes. So, yes, in Bhakti Sangha, we have various classes, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. Apart from the Bhagavatam class, do you join any other classes on Bhakti Sangha?
No, Mataji. But there is Chaitanya Bhagavat class, I guess, in the later part of later Srimad Bhagavatam's class. I join it sometimes.
Okay, so that's really great. So yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us your time. So I think with this we can end our interview. So that's a really inspiring interview, I can say, for me and even for who is watching this, mainly for the youths. So for the young generation, whoever is taking up to this process, um, they can they can segregate their time apart from their academics towards Krishna consciousness also. So that's really very wonderful. Thank you for being here with us and giving us your time for this interview, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Vancha
Hare Krishna.
kalpadrupasya kripa sindhubhyo patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakta
Thank you
Ayan
for
ki
inviting
jai.
me, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.